Hello everyone, welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Repentance, where today we're gonna do the final daily run in order to get our broken modem. We're gonna unlock it today, hopefully. We just need to win this run. I think we need to win it. I honestly forgot if I need to win it or not, but we've been winning them all, so let's try to get this 7 out of 7. And let's just jump in. Now, some bad news is that I realized, or I remembered, or I saw at some point that there is another... Wait, what's the objective? Mother. It's gonna take a while. Okay, let's take our time. There's another achievement that involves getting daily runs, which is the... I think it's called dedication or something. Something similar. It could be dedication. And you need to be 30 or 31. I think it's 30. Oh, hello. Okay, they just want me to use my active a bunch, I'm guessing, right? Let's pick it up just to have it. To have for bookworm, and yeah. Now, I don't know if you can tell, but I have a bit of a cold today. It was pretty bad this morning, but I'm feeling better. I wanted to play a little bit, but my voice is kind of whack, so probably not going to talk too much today. I wanted to talk a little bit about the games I've played in the Steam Next Fest, so the demos that I've tried. I tried quite a few, like around 20 maybe or so. I'm not sure. But probably gonna leave that for next time because I'm not feeling too hot. So yeah, I could do that. I'll see how I'm feeling. Just that if I have to blow my nose every 5 minutes, it's probably not gonna be a good idea. Anyway, let's do the boss first and then get our heart. The problem I have with picking up actives with the void is that I always end up not using them because I want to have the void, you know? I can use it for the final fight for sure, but that's it. It might be the only time I actually use it. So if we can get a bunch of actives, like a bunch of books, would be great. Oh. Okay. I probably want the stats rather than health, so... I think getting stats is always a good idea. Alrighty. Okay, that's weird. Without clearing a single room, we just get to the boss. It's not something you see every time. Okay, if you do this, you just get stats, right? Maybe it's nice, but is it nice enough? I can't really charge it up, so I'm probably gonna... Unless there's another way to get a key. I can blow this up. We'll see what we can do. There's probably some room to play around here. Come on. There we go. Okay. We could do the boss. I don't really know what I'm trying to do here, honestly. Okay. Come on. Okay. We can play here a little bit. Really? Bro. He was here. I'll probably give this guy some more hearts. Works. We're not doing too hot on stats yet. I'm not feeling too confident here. Too many of these guys. But we should be fine. Just take some time. It's just an annoying boss if you have no damage. And I'm pretty sure we need to win it, so it could be that we just... If I lose this one, we just need to do one more, which is totally fine. But I wanted to do the 7 out of 7. Oh gosh, I'm in trouble. I should have kept that bomb. Considering if I have no damage, just having at least a single bomb is a good idea. Just to do bosses. So many of these guys. They take like 3 hits. It's just a lot. Way too much. Okay. Go. Okay. Come on. Okay, God. Probably won this. There's no way to charge this, so let's just go in. Oh, okay. I like this. I like both. I mean, might as well, right? I know I said I need to win, but also we can play a little bit. Also, this guy might give us something great. Okay. That's probably not gonna do much. Unless we do some more trades. That could work. Okay, look at this. Can't do anything with that. Let's take this guy. Get out of here. Okay, so talking about Steam Next Fest. If you don't know what it is, it's like one of Steam's events. What they do is everyone sets up a bunch of demos for you to try different games. I've never been one to try demos, but I made a list of the ones I did try this time, and honestly, it was really cool. It was a really cool experience. Mostly unfinished. Well, everything's unfinished, right? Almost everything was unfinished, I think, every single game. There were some that were close to the release date, not too many. I can use this, by the way. I don't think it's a good idea, though. Okay, great. But yeah, I made a list of the ones I tried. I might just talk about some of them today, and then next time the others. There were many I didn't love, for many reasons. I'm not a game critic. I haven't played that many games in my life, so I can't say. It's just my opinion, you know. Doesn't really mean much what I can say about a game, but it is what it is. There were some that were terrible, honestly. Not because they were bad games necessarily. Some just didn't work. For example, the first one on my list is Crescent County. I don't know if you've heard of it, but it was really cool when they showed it in one of the conferences. I forget which one. They showed this game about like a witch that rode her broom like a motorcycle, which sounds really cool as a concept, and I'm sure it is, and I'm sure it's gonna be great. It's just not great right now. It just doesn't work, right? Could be a thing with my computer. I'm never discarding that, but I've seen a lot of people say the same thing. It's just not well optimized, I guess, which is something people like to say when they don't really know why a game doesn't work. But yeah, it was unplayable, pretty much. when I played it, so unfortunate. The concept looked really cool. It looked like if the movement was done right, it could be a really fun game. So I'm looking forward to seeing if they do improve it. I'd say this weird thing about demos that is like sometimes it feels like if your game is not at a good enough point, I don't really see a point in having a demo. Because I feel like it sort of undermines what you want, like the intended experience. Like I'm sure the intended experience is so much better than what the demo showed, and maybe some people just play the demo and they like, okay, I'm not gonna like this game, right? If it's not in a good enough state. So yeah, I'm worried that's what might happen to me, you know? Just deciding not to play the game because the demo was terrible, honestly. But it was not terrible in the idea. I like the concept. It's just it didn't play well. It didn't work. Like as a video, as a trailer, I think everyone liked it. It's a really cool concept. But that's about it. The demo wasn't too hot. It just didn't work. But it was a cool experience just to see a work in progress. You have to remember that's what it is, right? Every time. Okay. Interesting. I'm not sure I want this. Or this. Also, can I not just swallow it with my thing? If I pick it up? That's kind of stupid though. I'll do it if I don't have anything else to swallow. When I say swallow, I mean use the void. I'm not gonna... Yeah, it sounded weird. Anyway. Let's do this. Sorry. Might as well talk about the next one on my list, which was Everdeep Aurora, which was one of the ones that I wanted to try the most because it looked really cool. I don't remember if it was in any conference. I don't remember if I saw it anywhere else before the fest, but it looked really good. Just the art looks quite nice. It's like a interesting palette, just black and white and another color, and I think, if I recall correctly. And it looked great. I was really excited to try it, and it was I took a big bite and it was a nothing burger. It was just there was no game. I played the whole thing. I played the whole demo, and there was no game. There was one mechanic that looked like might be explored, but it was like a mechanic that was probably in games older than I am, which was like digging. And the game was just beautiful. It was just pretty. It wasn't a game. Like it couldn't... I feel like the game, instead of a demo, could have had like a series of like Twitter illustrations, you know? You could have just posted some still images, and I think it would have done more of a service to your game than making a demo when nothing is ready. I don't know. It felt really weird. I don't know why they did that demo like that. I was really excited to play it. But there was nothing. There was nothing in it. There was some proof of concept when it comes to the art. You got a bunch of items that did nothing. It was like, just... I don't know. It looked like randomly generated objects that did nothing. It was just really weird. I don't know. Maybe there was more to it than I realized. I don't think there was. I understand a demo is a demo, so we shouldn't expect a full game. Never. But it wasn't even... a piece of a game. It was just... It wasn't even like a vertical slice. It was nothing. You know? It's just really disappointing because it looks really good. So I think when it comes to that, maybe a demo is good for publicity, but I feel like just release another trailer or do anything else or work on the game, because I think... I wonder how numbers look when it comes to those decisions. I think... Do we want health? Let's just get stats wherever we can. That's nice. That's damage. It's good to have health to do devil deals, but it's not our top priority right now. So yeah, I don't think I want to know what the numbers, what the stats are, like if it's good to have a demo even if it's bad, because I feel like I wanted to play that game. It was on my wish list, and then I played the demo and I removed it because there was nothing. And I think maybe there are many circumstances why people would have maybe felt, oh, this is weird. I don't want either, of course, but might as well pick that one up. Yeah, I don't know why they decided, or they felt they needed to make a demo, but like, I don't know, I would have never done that. I don't know, that was really sad. It still looked cool. We don't want any of those. Yeah. But yeah, I feel like the demo did a disservice to the game. Maybe if you really like games that look that way, you would be into that, but then you walk in and you see nothing. I feel like that's not great. You shouldn't have made a demo, but okay, it's just my opinion. Sorry, I'm trying to talk about games and my nose is like, no you won't. But yeah, my bad. It's one of those days. It's super cold here, so I'm surprised it didn't get a cold earlier. But I'm going through it fine. It's just a little bit of cold, not too hot, nothing too crazy. I gotta go out later, so might as well try to live a normal life and take some medicine if I need to. I try not to if I can. Anyway. The next game on my list, I'm going through, so I have my list set up in a way that all the ones I don't recommend are first. Some of these games, I think still have the demo up. They just either put it back up or they just didn't remove it after the next fest. So I'd say you can check them out if you want on Steam, or check out a trailer. I think trailers might be better because it's more of a vision of what they want the game to look like, not what the actual game looks like right now. But I think having if you participate in a demo event, you have to have something to show, right? So it is what it is. Next one that I can't really recommend, but it's definitely better than the other one that was not a game, is Unbeatable. No, not Unbeatable. Sorry, I was reading the second one. My bad. Unbeatable is spoiler, next one. But before that one I had Possessors. Possessor and then an S between brackets, so Possessors, which is a really cool concept, a really beautiful looking game. So in the same vein as Aurora, it's really beautiful to look at. It's very beautiful to look at even when you're moving. And even though it wasn't a crazy cool game, or it wasn't like too polished, there was a game behind it. So it's definitely one step ahead when you compare it to something like Aurora. There is a game, there are interesting characters, cool concept. You're dropped into the world in the middle of action, and it's a cool thing, I guess, if you like sexy demon-like beings. It seems like a very fantasy, like young adult fantasy-like characters, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but I really like the character design on them. There's this girl, like, it's not a spoiler because it's like the very beginning of the game. There's like an attack by some sort of demons, and then she loses her legs, I'm pretty sure, or like loses use of her leg, like she's like caught under rubble, stuff like that. And then there's this demon who's hurt, and then they sort of partner up to get out of that situation. And should I take anything here? Probably not. And yeah, as a concept, it's pretty cool. They're like frenemies, let's say. There's probably romance. I'm sure there's gonna be, just because of the art style, it looked like it was gonna develop into romance at some point. Everyone's too hot, everyone's sexy, which is something you're into. If it's something you're into, then that's a game for you. I can't really recommend it because the game, there's not that much of a game yet, and the movement is not very polished. It just looks beautiful. It's just any time you want to take a screenshot, it's gonna look great. There's like a 2.5D sort of thing. You're in 2D, you're moving in 2D, but then the scenery is 3D, which is really cool. I'd say is probably gonna turn into a good game, I'm guessing. So we'll see. But the demo wasn't too great. And if I hadn't played many more demos, I wouldn't say that was like one of the best. But there were some really polished demos that made me really realize like the work that can go into a demo. And I think it's kind of, it might feel unfair to some because there are no like set rules on what a demo should be, right? So it's like they can put something that barely looks like a game, or they can pretty much put a full game in there. So yeah, that's unfortunate for some people, but I think Possessors was a little bit too green in my opinion, just yet. So need a bit more work. I mean, it's in development. Everything is in development, so it's not like I'm gonna think it's bad just because of that. So I'm gonna say it's probably gonna turn into a good game, I guess. And it had some elements that I liked. Movement and just progression, what it looked like. It looked like some games I like, so I'm gonna stay tuned. Hopefully it's gonna get made and be a good game. Of course. Oh god. Of course I touched the fire, man. Okay. Now I have only 2 hearts, not too great. Oh gosh. This gives me a single heart, right? Oh god. I need to look it up because I could die. I'm pretty sure it gives you a black heart. Yeah, 2 black hearts. Okay, I like that. Let's just take it, and we're gonna have what is it called? Empty vessel. So now we can fly, and I believe our tiers are no. What does it change? Do I get speed as well? I forget. I'm not sure what happened. I know we can fly, and that's gonna have to be enough. And we have 3 hearts, so not too bad. Let's just go now. Yep. So now, let me check. Yeah. So I said before, Unbeatable is the next one. It's stylized like just everything in capital letters, Unbeatable. And the concept is again really cool. I think there are many like cool proof of concepts in the next fest that I liked, but I didn't really love the execution yet. I can't talk much about rhythm games. I played like some Guitar Hero ages ago, but okay, let's just, I don't want either. But I'm not really a big fan of rhythm games, or a big player of rhythm games. This one was not an exception. It wasn't too great. It was just, it wasn't a full game or anything. Just everything outside the main gameplay, so like the rhythm part, which is like fighting in a weird way. You're fighting, but it's basically Guitar Hero, but you're fighting. Everything outside of that, it's honestly really bad. It's just, it looks cool because the art style is great, and there's like again like a 2.5D thing, more like 3D, but your characters are 2D. It looked cool, just moving around everything felt kind of awful, honestly. Which is fine because it's something that's really easy to figure out, right, and change. That's for stats, no? I don't think I want to try that. But yeah. Oh, that's empty vessel, no? I get a shield every few seconds or something. But yeah, and then the rhythm itself, the rhythm game itself was first of all really hard to get it to work correctly. There was a lot of latency. There was like delay, input delay, which is the worst thing you can have. But there was a way to, there was like a wizard that helped you fix it, put the right amount of ms milliseconds in there to make sure it worked correctly. But even if when I got the right latency figured out, it still didn't feel well. It didn't feel good to play around with. Probably something that can be fixed and probably will be fixed, but we'll have to see. I'm sorry, that was, I didn't mute my phone, my thing. I didn't. I wonder, maybe I wasn't. Oh gosh, if this happened, it's gonna be crazy. If I was talking about the game and I was muted, and then when I blew my nose, I wasn't. I'm so sorry. That could have happened actually. I think I muted my microphone, but maybe I didn't. Sorry. In case you couldn't hear me, the rhythm game Unbeatable, it doesn't feel great even if you adjust for the latency you need. That's very unfortunate. At least it didn't for me. Maybe some people loved it. I don't know. The art style is amazing though. And just the whole world and the story progression didn't seem like they really knew where they were going, which doesn't really feel great. But yeah. I might like end up just talking about the games I didn't like today and then go to the ones I like later. Okay, this should be fine. Now we have some stats. Not too hot on damage yet, but it will be fine, I think. I'm sorry if I blew my nose in front of you. That's not what I meant to do. I mean, I probably shouldn't. It's a weird thing because I feel like when I'm not feeling great, I want to play games, and if I want to play games, I want to play here with you, whoever you are. I wasn't looking. Cool. Oh gosh. Oh come on. So yeah. But if I can't even talk, it's probably not a good idea. But I sit down. Oh god, I'm really low. Might be like 1 heart. Let's take this and maybe spend it. Oh. That's good. I mean, we lose our ability to fly, but that's fine. Just for a little bit of safety. We'll probably get it back soon. It's mine's too, so I need to go back. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I guess if I knew that a bunch of people weren't gonna watch, I probably wouldn't do this. But yeah, it's one of those days. I just wanted to play when it's talk, even though I'm not feeling too hot. I could also just mute my mic, but it would be boring as hell. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. I think it doesn't matter right now. Too much. But I want to play it. I want to talk about these things because it's a really cool thing that it happened, and I've seen some Next Fest like announcements before, but I had never really tried demos. Another one I tried that I can go through really quickly is Vangaroo. I don't know how you pronounce it. Vangaroo? It's spelled the same as kangaroo, but with a V and without a single O, I think. Vangaroo, maybe? Vangaroo Tactics. That's the name. Which is like, on paper looks like it's a strategy game, much like, or like a little bit like grid-based, like a Fire Emblem maybe. But more cartoonish and honestly pretty empty. Like it's there's some cool concepts, but just the gameplay didn't feel great. I've played it through a few levels. I think the last one I played was the first one that really made use of the planes. Like if you know anything about the game, you'll know planes that like spot enemies and make them weaker. Many things were like cool concepts, just I didn't really like the execution. It could also be that, oh god, oh my god, I don't know how much health I have, but I could be down to very little. So I should focus up. So yeah, it could just be down to me not liking that genre, but it didn't really feel like innovative at all. So there was like nothing there to really make a case for it being a game worth trying out, I think. Maybe they'll add more stuff, but just adding more stuff I don't think it's gonna be enough, honestly. I think it needs more outside of just content, you know? Which I don't know what it is because it's not my type of game. But I'm sure they'll figure it out, so I'm choosing to believe that they'll figure it out. Is it here? No. What? Where could it be? Can it be like here? In a really weird way. It could be one of those secret rooms that are only connected to a single room, which is super weird. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, that's super weird. It's something you don't really see every day. Cool. So it's like an ultra secret, but it's just a regular secret. And the other one might be here, for example. I would have loved to have gotten a key, though. Anyway. I forget what is here. Ah. Anyway, as I was saying, with Vanguard Tactics, I can't really recommend it. I played through a few levels and I didn't find it too fun, and that's it. Oh, I got hit twice, really? Ooh, my health is not as bad as I thought, which is good news, I guess. But yeah. And then the next one I tried is one related to streaming, I guess, which is called, oh, hello. I'll definitely take this. Which is called Super Stream Bara. Bara from Capybara, so it's like your character is a capybara. And the, oh gosh. It could be that I didn't find it fun because I wasn't playing it on stream, and it's one of those games that have like the mechanic of letting people in chat vote for what you do, which is not really something I was looking for. It just looked interesting, it looked fun. It didn't really look like it needed that stream integration to work as a game, and maybe it does. I guess it was not great, and I think I'm gonna die. By the way, just don't feel too sad, okay? I'm gonna die. I think the problem was not the lack of stream integration or anything. It was just the gameplay was really not polished at all, in my opinion. It felt really bad, and the only mechanic you really had was swinging around with a hook and a rope, and it was really uncomfortable. It was like playing Worms, like from 20 years ago or whatever, but only having the ninja rope or whatever it was called. So that made it just bad, in my opinion, really bad. Let's do this. We can do this, right? Yeah. I'd rather just have it at stats. I wish it was damage, but that's okay. What? Anyway, that game was just really disappointing, in my opinion. I'm sure they can make it a better game at some point, but it just felt like some people somewhere said, oh god. Of course. I was gonna say, like, it just felt like some people somewhere said, like, everyone loves capybaras now. Let's just make a game and make the protagonist a capybara, and they just forgot to make a whole game around it, basically. And the level design just looked generated, which I think is fine. I think it actually was. If it wasn't, I'd be really surprised. But yeah. Anyway, we did not get that win. I wonder if I should even upload this. I'm just talking out of my ass, but yeah, we lost our streak. Sad, really sad. -1, okay. So what we're gonna do next time is do one more daily. I gotta go, so gonna do one more daily, talk about more games. I'm excited about some of the ones there. I still have like 10 or wait, 1, 2, 3. Okay, 8 more that I wouldn't recommend. And then I have the ones I actually liked, so that's gonna be nice. And then that's it. So yeah, sorry about that. It was a hard one, and I'm just being out of my nose. So I'm just gonna go get some rest, and hopefully next time we're gonna have a better attempt. So have a good one. I'll see you soon, and bye bye. See ya.